Hello, hello, my creative friends. Come on in, come on in. I'm doing a quick pop up. If you don't know who I am, I'm Deborah, and I'm the hands behind Taylor's Joint Creations. And on today, I'm coming for a quick pop up so I can work on a few market prep items. And this is what I'm working on now. I'm going to just make this like into a little dish towel. And depending on how long I stay on here, I may start a few more items. But I just want to get my inventory ready. And I have not been on. So now I want to get on. I'm going to go ahead and get on. And this pattern, I just kind of created just a random pattern. Nothing fancy. It's just half double crochets, single crochets, and that's it. Half double and single crochets. Very simple, very easy. Nothing exciting, but it makes a really nice pattern. I've been trying to stay focused, work on a few projects, get a few things done. I brought another hook. This is a tulip size 5 and some purple yarn. I may make a gummy bear out of this. Gummy bears are real neat. I was like wondering what they was. It's my bag over there. the ceiling fan is blowing it. I was like, it better not fall. Been up here all this time, but I haven't been up here in a minute, so I wanted to get on. As you can see, all 6 of the bears, there they are, right there. I need to get bows, and I'm not sure. Kind of got stomped a little bit. I shouldn't get stomped. I'm thinking about keeping a pink one for myself, and the other ones we'll see. But I need to put bows on them, and then we'll see where I go from there. I wasn't sure if I want to put a bow, make them all the same color, which I might, or just do bows that will match their outfits. I may just do a solid color, maybe like a sheer colored bow. I think that'd be cute. Like a sheer white bow. Could probably go for every last one of them that's up there. Then that way I don't have to mix and match. But I'm trying to perfect the bear before I release anything, any patterns or anything on it. I've been working on enough of them. There's a few things little kinks I need to work out. As you can see, that's why I have so many. And some of them are different sizes. Because I looked at other patterns and I'm like, you know what? I don't either like the legs or the way the arms are or something quirky is about it. So I said, let me do my own little bear. Some things I learned as I'm learning through the process. So I don't know what you guys are working on. I have 2 amigurumi dolls that only thing they need is like their shoes. So I had to go and find some shoes. Now, I'm going to tell you, the other day, we had a blip in our power. Just a slight blip. Somebody was cutting trees in a different neighborhood, and the tree apparently hit the transformer, and our power in the neighborhood, not our neighborhood, it did affect us by giving us a blip. But ever since then, we have this alarm system that was been silent for like years, literally years. It has not made, it'll make noise every once in a while, but we have an alarm system. And now, ever since the blip, I guess maybe it reset something. But every door you open, it gives this little beeping sound, which I'm okay with it. But it's just that it's never done that before in years. I'm talking about years since we moved here. It's never done that. We've been here, let's see, 21, 22, almost 7 years, and it's not done that. And now all of a sudden it wants to do some bleeping, blipping. I'm like, wow. But it's okay. Like I say, it doesn't really bother me because I know the doors. If you open the front door, it's gonna beep. If you open the back door, it's gonna beep. If you open the other door, any of the doors, I don't know how many doors. I don't know. We have didn't do it when I come up here. I don't think there's any type of attachments to cause an alarm system to do that. But like I say, I hope it stays like that because it kind of lets me know that, hey, a door has been open. So if you heard the little beeping, that's because you heard the door. My husband's down there, probably letting the dog in and out, in and out. That's my job with my little dog, in and out. So, and I realized up here I don't have a clock, so I'm always looking at the computer to try to see what time it is. But yesterday was gorgeous. Oh my gosh, simply gorgeous. And today I think it's going to be nice, but it's still, the weather is going to be a little bit warm again tomorrow. So, as for, I want to go ahead and get a lot of things done today. I guess I haven't been up here in a minute. And so I'm trying to be more, I need to manage my time better. That's what I should say. I'm doing really bad with time management. So I'm really trying to focus and do better at times so that I can get on here, because I was going to try to get on last week. And I was like, I'm tired. Been working. And I'm going to bed. I even tried to take a nap. It didn't work. I was just tired. So I want to try to get more of a routine going, a rhythm, as they say. So I don't know how many times I may get on live. I may just do it once or twice a month. We'll see. We'll see how that works. Just take it one day at a time. I may do all 4 weeks. Who knows? I may do it every week. I just want to get a feel for what days work best. Who knows? It may let me get this little thing up. It may be that Saturdays mornings might be a good time to get on. Have you ever had a squeaky, my little crochet hook, it squeaks now. I heard of some people putting something on it, but I've never had it squeak. Now this yarn causes it to squeak. This works up really fast. This stitch that I'm using, I love this cotton. It is called, it's called Spunky. Can you see that? Spunky. Hobby Lobbies. It's a cute little pattern. So I'm going to make some dish towels. I was going to try to make it something else, but it's not wide enough. I was going to make it a towel, but it's not wide enough. So this is going to be a dish towel. And I don't know how tall it's going to be. It's a really beginner-friendly pattern. Let me see how tall it is now. Good old measuring tape. Right now, it is about 4 inches. Who knows? I may make it to about 6. I think 6 inches will be tall enough. And because it's working up so fast, I don't know how many dish towels I can do in a day. Who knows? I could do a couple in a day if I just stay with it every day. Do like 2 dish towels because I want to do a dish towel set. This pattern, I might put this pattern on my Etsy shop because it's so easy and fast. Somebody may like it. Somebody made a beginner friendly pattern. So after I finish it, I don't know if I'll give it any edging or not. We'll see. So today, like I say, it's going to be another beautiful day. And it's going to be nice today. And then the temperature is going to drop. Did you hear that? That's the alarm. That's the back door. One of those doors going off. Who knows? It could be. I don't know what door that is. But it goes off. Like I say, so I'm doing in between rows. Isn't that cute? I'm doing half double, single, and then in between each row, I'm doing single crochets. So, like I say, this is a quick pattern, real easy, works up fast. You're beginner friendly. It helps you with memory retention of stitches, and while giving you a beautiful, gorgeous pattern. Dish towels can be, or a wash towel. If you want it to be a wash towel, it doesn't have to be a dish towel. If you want a nice wash towel, then this will be good as well. What I learned is that when you're doing dish towels, you should always use cotton. Never use acrylic or wool, always cotton. So I have lots of cotton yarn that I need to use up. Lots. And I got to get this room better organized. So I need to spend part of my time management will include coming up here at least. I need to commit to coming up here at least an hour a week, two hours a week, twice a week, maybe even 3. If I did that, then I would commit to 3 solid hours of being up here. Would probably get this room in pretty nice shape. But not doing anything, just closing the door, that is not helpful. So when I do this pattern, I'm probably going to end it with a single crochet stitch. That's how I will do this. Because I started with single crochet. And that will probably make it a really nice little finish to it. I don't know if I don't think I'll crochet all the way around it because I think I've seen some patterns. We'll see. We'll see. I'll play it one day at a time. See, somebody's texting me. Thank goodness. I haven't gotten any, what today yet. They call every day. I think if I didn't get a spam call, I would wonder where they went. I've been blocking them all the time, but they still come through. They want to offer me some money, but they know that that money comes with some attachments. My dog barking. Okay, look. There it is. Let me see how tall it is. I say when it gets to 6 inches, I'm going to stop. Decide if I'm going to do some finishing touch. I might. Oh my gosh. This is saying it's 6 inches. I'm going to do 2 more rows. I'm going to do 2 more rows, and then I'm probably going to see what it looks like if I crochet around the edges. So this worked up so fast. Oh my gosh. I think I started last night and it was working really fast. It really was. Oh my gosh. This is exciting. To know that I could do I don't know, 15-minute. I'm not going to say 15 minutes because I had already started it. And if the yarn splits, I always like to eye frog it and take it back down. I don't know what it is about those splits. Split yarns. I know some people probably keep going, but I don't. I like to kind of make sure I look presentable, especially if I'm going to be putting it in my market. So I'm probably going to do how many dish towels? I'm not going to just do, I'm going to do a dish towel and maybe a longer one. The towel, the dishcloth, and then maybe the dish towel. Dishcloth is a little bit shorter than the dish towel. I don't know if my dog is outside in the yard barking, but he sure is barking his little head off. He loves to bark. I think he found a little friend down the road, and so now he goes out there and he holds a conversation with him. So what I'm going to do with this, as I'm coming to the end of this, I'm going to, because this is the second row, I'm going to crochet around the edges. I don't know how many rows I've done. I can stop and count. Let me stop and count. Because it's such an easy pattern to work up that when I write the pattern, I'm probably not going to sell it for much. I might even put it on my website for free. That's a thought. Since it works up so fast, such a beginner friendly. What I love about crochet is once you learn of some stitches, you can come up with all kinds of designs and patterns on your own. Like I created a dog paw that is available in my Etsy shop. And the dog paw was made using stitch fiddle. So once you do stitch fiddle is a really neat system. I'm so glad whoever designed it did. You can create all kinds of patterns and designs that are unique. See how many. This is measures. Why is it saying it measures 6? Why did it just tell me it was 6? Either that or I don't know how to count. Anyway, it's now saying 6 inches. Yeah. Okay. Let's count the rows. 4, 6, 12, 13, 16, 18, 20. About 20 rows. Now I'm going to go around the edge of this. I'm always pushing my glasses up. I will get them to adjust it, but they make your glasses worse. Cute pattern. So in my last stitch, I'm going to do probably 2. So then make it 3 single crochets as I turn it on the side. I'm trying to crochet in each row, being careful not to pull the yarn so that you can see the holes even more. Because you have to, when you're crocheting along the side, you have to kind of be careful. I'm not counting. There's no rhyme or rhythm. You just crochet along the side, making sure that you get a nice little even flow going. I kind of like this time. I've been up early, so I got a lot done this morning. Now I'm going to go out and get some more stuff done. Go before the people get up. They're probably already up. Let's see, it's about 10:30. They're already up before the traffic gets too heavy. So now that I'm at the end, there's the front side. I'm going, in this last stitch, I'm going to do 3 single crochet stitches to turn it. And then I will continue to crochet along the edge. You get to watch me finish this dish towel. Dishcloth, dish towel, washcloth, face cloth, whatever cloth you want to call it. I'm using a size G, 4.0 millimeter hook. And this little, that one is here. Hello, is it me you're looking for? I will not be defeated this year. In 2026, I'm going to get it done. I'm using a system called time blocking in order to stay on track. The first time I used time blocking, I got so much stuff done. I finished ahead of time. And I was like, wait. This thing works. Time blocking really works. And then I it was really amazing. But then I stopped. I don't know why we don't commit to things a little bit longer. I need to be more consistent. So I've been trying to encourage myself and just monitor my behaviors to try to see when I fall off the bandwagon, what could have caused it. It's like sometimes you can fall off the bandwagon, like if my little dog, he gets sick or something, or if I get sick, or allergies, or like I've had to go to the dentist to get some standard routine maintenance. I've had to go to the doctor. Sometimes things like that, if it eats into the time that you have for something else, it shouldn't. But if you have a name like mine, my name is Deborah, and my name means to be. And so I like to stay busy. And if I don't have ADHD, I don't have that. I know some people like to claim, oh, I got ADHD. I don't, ADHD, whatever you call it. I don't. I just like to be busy. I like to stay on different projects. If I see something that's exciting, I try it. So look at this. I think I'm going to do one more row to finish off. I'm turning the corner and I'm at the top. It's so soft. And I'm going to fasten it off. And if you just stay focused, you get it done. Just like you saw where I started off, I probably had maybe about 3.5, 4 inches finished. It worked up really fast. It's under half an hour. And I decided to add a little row border around it. It's a crochet piece. And so I'm thinking if it took me about a half an hour, it's not even a half an hour. It's well, 25 minutes. But maybe from the start, because I had already started it. I'm going to seal it, the slip stitch. Make sure I got plenty of yarn to weave in. Always good, because I learned that if if you fasten off too short, your yarn will come out of hiding when you're washing it. Okay. Wow. Nice, 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 very nice. There it is. Just need to weave in the ends. Nice little soft. Let me see what the measurements. If you want it longer, you can always do longer, but I'm making it like this. This is about it for me. I'm going to measure it. So it measures about 7.5 inches wide. You could probably always make it a square. And about 6 inches tall. So let me go ahead and weave in the ends while I'm up here. Finish. That's another thing I'm trying to tell myself. Stop these projects. Have you ever started a project and then turned it around and you look around and you got all these unfinished projects? When you could just take the time right now while I'm thinking about it and just finish the project. Then you can say, no, whips. My whip has been whipped. You can just finish this project. Finish it. And then once this is finished, to see what time is it. I'm going to be getting off shortly. And I'm going to go run my errands. So when I'm doing this, I can see that this side is the front. And this side is the back. It's a big difference. You may not be able to see it as good on the camera, but I can see it. So I'm going to be weaving this in and out. And then I'm going to trim my edges. Just no rhyming with reason to weaving it. You just want to make sure that the yarn doesn't come out. That's why I left myself a long tail. So I met this one lady. She was in Hobby Lobby, and she was showing me some of the projects, and we were talking about projects that we make for other people. I said, why is that sometimes? You can make a family member can ask you to make something, and you drop what you're doing for somebody who may not pay you. Bless your family. God bless your family. And make it for them, but you won't do it to earn a little income. I'm not saying everybody's like that. I guess you just love them. That's why. You just love your family so much that you just like, here, I'll do it for you. But we need to be more business minded in 2026. We need to have more than one stream of income because these gas prices, they're not playing with us. They're not playing. The gas stations, they don't have any problem raising their prices. None. Blame it on whatever you want to blame it on. But they don't have any problem raising your price, and you don't have any problem paying for it. You complain, but you'll pay for it. So we, as creators, shouldn't have problems raising our prices. Now, don't get me wrong. Sometimes if your stuff is not at a level of professionalism, don't charge no high prices. And another thing is, if you know it didn't take you that long to make it, don't charge any high prices. I know there was this one lady, she was looking at, I was at one event. She was looking at this multicolored teddy bear. I guess the lady had made it out of scrap yarn. And I was like, oh, that's cute. I was trying to, doing my little stay in your lane type thing where I should have been staying in my lane. I said, "Oh, that's so cute. You should get it." The lady looked at me like, "I don't think so." And then I was like, "How come you don't want that?" And she said, $70. So in other words, she was like, "I don't care what kind of scrap yarn you got. I'm not paying $70 for that, even though I like it." So I'm like, okay, there was a missed opportunity. I'm not saying, am I saying that the seller was wrong for not feeling like her item was not worth $70? I'm not saying that, but I may be saying is you're in the wrong audience. You're in an audience who's not going to pay that for your bear. So you may want to take that bear to Dillard's or Neiman Marcus and see if they can sell it for you. Because everyday ordinary people, if they don't see a value in or some usefulness in an item that you have, they may not buy it. And that's okay. So how much should she have sold it for? It just depends. Personally, I don't think I would have sold it for that much. I would have, especially you talking about scrap yarn, I probably would have sold it for maybe $30. You're using scrap yarn. You're scrapping the yarn. You're repurposing yarn. Some of the yarn didn't even look that cute. But somebody felt like your little bear. And I think I would have sold it for less just to get rid of it. I shouldn't say get rid of it. Maybe she could have sold it for $35, depending on how long she had it. If she's had it for a while and it didn't sell, I would say clearance. Originally $70, on sale for $35. To see if I would get any hits. And if somebody took it, then just make another bear. Life is too short to be holding on to this yarn stuff. So, because I mean, and sometimes it's just the right person has to come along. Because I've had some items I've carried with me maybe for about a year, and you know, kept it in plastic, or sometimes take it out so people can touch it, and nobody would, they wouldn't even look at it. And then one day somebody comes along and say, "You know what? I think this is calling my name," and they bought it, and away it goes. So every customer in every season is different. There are times where people might not buy anything, then there are times when they buy up everything. One year I was at this event, my husband had walked away. He went to go check on the little dog. He walked away, and I promise you, I got bombarded. And pretty much everything was purchased on that Friday. And the event was 2 days. So I didn't really have anything for that Saturday. So you just never know. You never know when your time comes, I should say. You never know when someone is going to want to buy what you have. Every item has a customer just waiting for it. But if you have something that you've been carrying around for a long time, you may want to either consider changing it up to see if it will bring some value to someone, or you may want to just go ahead and put it on clearance. Here we go. Depending on how you feel. Or you may want to try a different venue. Maybe your item will sell better in your store as opposed to a market. You get more eyes on it. So guys, I did that. The ends are weaved in. I don't know. Some people like to do what do they call it? Block it. I'm not blocking it. No. Fold it like that. Fold it in half. Put a little wrapper on it. Pop. Someone to buy it. So, my friends, my creative friends, it was great meeting with you. If you haven't watched, if you're watching the replay, hey, welcome, welcome, welcome. And until next time, I may try back again next week. Roundabout in the mornings, we'll see. But I like mornings because I don't feel so tired afterwards. Bye, my friends.